So
exactly that is what we are on, your Honorable Chair, because you see these canisters are distributed throughout the country. As I said, we have got 1,300 police stations and the other formations that of the police, and they have all these stores. So when we are investigating, it's quite an elaborate way of dealing with these issues, because we cannot say that because it happened in the Western region, probably it came from Western region.
Look, there's a serial number, IG. There's a serial number to each canister.
Yes.
And you have confirmed to us that when it leaves a police station, it doesn't matter which one of the police stations it is, there is a record that serial number this to this has been issued, right?
Exactly.
So it is very possible for you to establish where that canister in Gachagua came from.
Very, very, very true, Honorable Chair. And this is why I'm saying we have even arrested some people with tear gas canisters. They are in our cells, and those investigations are ongoing because we want to go back up and find the origin of that canister, and then it will be able to inform us much more in terms of why, where, who did what, and then that way we can be able to take the appropriate measures as required, Honorable Chair. The other question that is also remaining is the pattern of attacks. Yes, a pattern of attacks in this country by goons. But before I go there, let me mention this. Number one, as a starting point, the question that was raised by Honorable Senator Fatuma Duro. There is no one in the Republic of Kenya who is above the law.
No, the governor of Isiolo is above the law. And I will put on record.
Senator Dulo, allow the IG to respond.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. As I've said, there is no one who is above the law. And as the DCI has indicated, let us allow the investigations to go on. If the investigations point to the governor of Isiolo, then rest assured that he will have to record his statements. And if it's connected with what we are investigating, then we will go ahead and do what the service is supposed to do. So, Honorable Chair and Honorable members, there is no one in the Republic of Kenya who is above the law. That is the correct position. That is the position of the National Police Service, the position of the Inspector General.
Chair.
What's your point of order, Senator?
Chair, with all due respect to IG, you have all the evidence with you. You have the clip where the governor said, I know who did the shooting. Is there a link between what he has said and the current investigation going on? With all due respect. Secondly, Chair, there is something they have raised as far as the suspects are concerned. Now, the two suspects, one of them is my stepbrother, the other one is not. And they are being used by the governor, paid, I want to go on record, paid politically to fight me on the ground. And we are not even in talking terms. He's my stepbrother. So, Chair, I want to close this. There is a statement, there is a question I raised to the IG. What measures are you going to put in place to make sure that similar situation does not happen to me in Isiolo, which I'm not seeing even from this current investigation? So, Chair, I don't want to be prophet of doom, but let me tell you, even from the concerns I raised on my earlier complaint, DCI is not commented, IG has not commented, which clearly I am being intimidated, victimized, harassed. I have no right actually to move around even in Isiolo County. I make complaint, and I'm a citizen of this country. When my life is in danger, as an elected leader of Isiolo County, how do I protect my people? And that is the question Isiolo people are asking. If Fatuma Dulo, chair of security, elected senator, is attacked and no action is being taken, sisi ni nani? And that is the question I'm actually putting to this committee.
Chair, you have to guide us on time because we have 2 other agendas.
Yes, we have.
But I just wanted to put it on record, the IG, that you can understand Senator Fatuma Dulo's skepticism. You know, I am a member of another committee where you appeared, the Public Accounts Committee. And you came there and you gave an assurance that if this, any Senate committee gives you a directive, for instance, to produce a governor, you would produce him. Now, IG, this is where the skepticism of Fatuma Dulo comes in, that somehow these governors are above the law. We gave you a directive to produce the governor of Samburu. You told us you couldn't find him, and we could see on live television he's at State House. All you need to do is to just wait for him outside State House and bring him to the Senate. He comes and starts taking videos outside the Senate. There's a parliament police here. And your officers are saying they can't see the governor of Samburu until we had to take it upon ourselves to try and effect a citizen's arrest. Unfortunately, he has a very good spring in his step. And he fled. We gave you a directive, IG, to produce the governor of Nairobi. You failed to produce, you pretend like you don't know where the governor of Nairobi is, IG. And this is why Fatuma Dulo, Senator of Isiolo, is saying, somehow these governors are above the law. When it comes to arresting senators, I remember the humiliation that my minority leader, the Honorable Stuart Mazayo, went through when we were protesting here. Your staff manhandled him. We senators know we are not above the law, but surely there is a pattern here, IG, that brings that skepticism, that somehow you are avoiding bringing governors to account. And that is a fear you have to address, and I've given you specific examples.
Thank you, Senator. IG, you can see how emotive senators are on this issue. As you respond to the matters raised by Senator Dulo and Senator Sifuna on whether or not if the governors are above the law, we know you've actually made it very clear they are not. But it seems there's some, in some way, action is not being taken against certain governors when they've been accused of some offenses. As you address that, and as these investigations are ongoing, can you also tell this committee, because Senator Dulo has repeatedly stated here that as the Senator of Isiolo County, she does not feel safe going back to Isiolo, and her security is not guaranteed. What steps has the National Police Service taken to guarantee the security of the Senator, her staff, and her supporters in Isiolo? If you could also elaborate on that, will be very important. IG, please proceed.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair and Honorable members. Number one, let me start by saying that, as I've said there before, there's no one who is above the law. The 2 governors was here for Governor Nairobi, remember, and finally he came to you, the governor for Samburu. He was here. Yes, you know what happened. But the bottom line is one, Honorable Chair and Honorable members. There is nobody who is above the law. That is the way it is. And what has been raised by Honorable Fatuma Dulo, the Senator for Isiolo, they are, weighty issues on matter security. And what the National Police Service has done to address the issues of security actually throughout the Republic of Kenya. And I've said that our country is safe, but we have areas that require specific actions to ensure that they are safe. For example, in Isiolo, in Meru, in Laikipia, and even in Samburu. These are areas that we have had problems with the number one, cattle rustling, and also availability of illicit small arms and light weapons in those areas. So what is it that the National Police Service has done to control that? Looking at what we did in the North Rift, including the areas of Marakwet and other areas that were very much disturbed for a lengthy period of time, which are now quiet. That is exactly what we have instituted to address the issues that are in Isiolo, to address the issues that are in Meru, and to address the issues that are in Laikipia and even Saburu. We have operation in all those areas that are ongoing. Number one, to ensure that the people of Meru, their animals are safe. And for quite some time since I instituted that operation, we have not experienced losses of animals in Isiolo, in Meru. We have recovered a substantial number of animals in the Mukogodo area, an area that has been very notorious, where animals stolen in the other areas are hidden because it is clear that the security agencies cannot be able to reach. We have big operations in those areas. And even to ensure that that area gets additional security so that we can be able to mop up the illegal firearms that are to be found in the areas of Isiolo, which is an area where the Honorable Senators Fatuma Duro is the elected senator. We have teams and we have collected several firearms from that end. Right now I have directed that the trainees, the recruits who are currently undergoing training in the Ebakasi A campus, formerly the APTC, they are already there undergoing their practical part of their training. That is actually in furtherance of ensuring that the current operation is enhanced by ensuring that, number one, all the illegal guns that are in that end, we have got adequate numbers to get them. And number two, ensure that there is no more cattle raids in that area. This also applies to Isiolo. Honorable Chair and Honorable Members, I was involved in a very big operation that was in Marsabit sometimes back when I was the commandant at GSU. There was a time Marsabit was quite difficult, and I know even the Honorable Senator Marsabit is here, he can confirm that. There was a time it was very difficult. We went there, it is quiet. I want to assure the Honorable Senator for Isiolo that even in Isiolo, is going to be quiet like how we have made the other areas quiet. So the National Police Service takes it very, very serious. And it also takes it as one of its primary responsibility to see to it that even Isiolo, the Honorable Senator of Isiolo, can go and visit each and every corner of that county without any fear, without even looking over her shoulder, because she feels that she is unsafe. I want to assure her that everything is okay and we are in control. The same case applies to Laikipia, and the same case even applies to Saburu, where I have operated there before and there were serious challenges. But now things are much better. Thank you very much.
Thank you, IG. And I think we will take it as your personal guarantee and submission that you have actually stated that you're going to provide adequate security for Senator Dulo as she conducts her political business in Isiolo, and we appreciate that. Before I allow the other senators to go on record and we move on to the next issue of Senator Otsotsi, first of all, for those senators who are asking about the letter from Murkomen, we have received the letter from Murkomen giving his apologies for not being able to attend today. Before I allow the senators to go on record, I just have one final question for the IG. The Speaker of the House had directed your office to file a report after 14 days on this matter of Dulo. I just want to understand why your office failed to comply with the directive to submit a report within 14 days. IG.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair and Honorable Members. I want to confirm to this committee that the report was submitted, but maybe along the line there was somewhere where it had not been received. But I remember signing that report. And it is, if you look at probably at the records, you'll find that the report was here before the 14 days were over.
Chair,
okay, we will confirm with the clerk.
What report will be there when investigation is done even today? There's no report.
Very well. One moment, you have not even gone on record, Senator Eddie. Can I allow you people to go on record first of all? The senators who are here, starting from Senator Faki. Please go on record so that we can proceed.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, IG and your team. Senator Mohamed Faki, Munyaji, Mombasa County. I'm a friend of this committee. Thank you.
Good morning, Chair. Our guest today. My name is Mohamed Chute, Senator Marsabit, and a friend of this committee.